time, guys, if I'm back again with another video, and this video is in response to a post in one of the Excel groups on Facebook. And what the poster had wanted to do was break up a word into letters and then assign it a value and then do the cumulative value. So let me explain. Say, for example, each letter would have a value. So A, B, C, and so on and so forth. A would be 1, B would be 2, C would be 3. So if you have a word A, B, C, the way what you do is A is equal to 1 plus B, which is 2, is 3 plus C, which is 3 and 3 and 3, 6. So this will equal to 6. So that's essentially what that poster wanted us to do. And so I had promised that I'll post a video on that. So let's get started. So what we'll do is we will utilize the first column for the word, and we'll assume that the maximum length of a word is 20 characters. We won't be handling any word which is longer than 20 alphabets. So we will first create 20 helper columns. So I'm just going to drag this across. Oops. There you go. Okay. And let's just resize. Okay. Now, what we'll do is that's the sample word, and let's just put in my first name also. We'll work on this also. Now, the first thing that we need to do is we need to break this up into individual alphabets. Each column needs to get its individual alphabets from this word. So the way we would do that is we would use the mid command. Okay, returns the characters from the middle of a text string, given a starting position and length. What that means is it's gonna, when you use this mid function on a string, a text, it is going to give you a text which is starting from a starting point. So how many letters, how many alphabets from the right, how many position from the right it should start, and how many letters it should grab. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and use this mid function. The text is this guy here, comma, starting number. What is the starting column where you want to start? So you want to start at A, you want to start at B, or you want to start at C, or in this case, you want to start at I, or with an R, with an F, or an A, or an N. So which is started? So we'll use this number here. So we basically, what we're saying is take this cell, whatever text you have in the cell, just give us a substring which starts from the first column, and number of characters that you need to grab is just 1. Okay, and close parenthesis, hit enter. So if you see, what it has done is the letters it has grabbed is it's an A. Okay. Now, if I were to paste this formula across, we'll have a problem. Let's see. Now you see there's a problem. It did not get anything here, did not get anything here, when it should have got a B here and a C here. The reason why this formula breaks is this guy here. A2 is this cell here. When you go here, because I did not lock that cell, it's now going to B2. So it's going over here. That's B2. So the first thing is we need to lock this column. Okay. So we lock this column by putting a $sign. We're not locking the row because we'll be pasting this column formula down. Okay. So hit enter. And now if I were to copy and paste this formula across, let's see what happens. Now it's better. It is working out better. But still, we're not still out there yet. We're still not done yet. If I will place this formula down this row, it gives me an error. Okay. Now, what happened? This was B1, this was B2. So this cell, it has moved down one. Okay. So what that tells me is I should, in this case here, I should not lock the row, but I should lock the, I'm sorry, I should not lock the column, but I should lock the row. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to lock the row number. Okay. Now, problem. If I do come down here, that works. But if I go across, what happens? You see what happened? Now we have locked this cell. We have locked this. We are not coming down one row, and we can go across. Now the problem is we just need to paste it down, and there you go. Okay. Now let's paste this formula down for say 20 rows. Now, if I were to say, for example, put in my last name, what it should do is return an A, F, Z, A, L. Okay. So now, coming back to the original problem, we have been able to break this word into individual alphabets. Okay. But we're not quite done yet. What we need to do is, like I said, A is a 1, B is a 2, C is a 3. Now we have something called the ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. What that means is each alphabet in the operating system assigns it a number. Okay, A is 65. In uppercase, A is a 65. Uppercase B is a 66. Uppercase C is a 67, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we are going to use that concept. Okay, I'm just going to copy this headers here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, in the first column here, grab me the the ASCII code for this first cell. In the second column, grab me the ASCII code for whatever is in the second column. Okay, so the way we do that is equal to code all right, but what we wanted was a 1, not a 65. So we reduce this by 64 and we go across. Okay, now we have a problem. We're getting this error because it's trying to do a ASCII code for a blank where there is it's not a space, it's a blank, there's nothing there. That's why you're getting this error. So the way we can fix this is there are two ways we can fix this. One is the if error command, which means is if this does not translate into an error, whatever this translates into solves to, put that value in. But if this solves to a zero, to an error, put a 0. Okay, and I'll just go across like that. The other way would have been to do an if this cell is not a blank, then do a code, otherwise put a 0. Same thing. You'll get the same answer. And now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this down to 20 rows. Okay. Now what happened? You see, A, B, C was 1, 2, 3 because A was a 1, B was a 2, C was a 3. Now A was a 1, so this guy should also give you a 1, which it did. This guy and this guy is an A, so you should get a 1. Right? Now what you do is you want to find out, the idea was to do add the codes up for these letters. So we'll create a sum column over here. Let's say sum. Let's add this up. It's 6, and let's go drag it down. All right. So let's put in a longer word. I'm just going to resize the columns. Okay. Now, do you see what happened? The space here is translating to a negative 32. Okay. So that's what you'll have to do is, if you use a if error code and you're just doing a minus 64, then you'll run into a problem. Okay, because in the ASCII, the space is a 32. So what we would do is you can do a slight modification to this formula here. You can use the if function. If code, no, let's first check. If this guy is not blank, then we'll say if code of this guy, it should be an open bracket, not a close, is less than 65, then code of this guy. Otherwise, code of this guy minus 64. There you go. Now I'm going to paste this formula across and I'm going to paste it down. Now you see the space is a 32. Because what we did was, if the code is less than 65, that means this is something before that comes before an uppercase A, leave it the way it is. If it's 65 or above, then subtract 64. Okay. Now, so this would add up to 189. Now, just a small thing I want to point out. See how my name over here adds up to 48, but this is all caps. Now, uppercase has different codes, ASCII codes and lowercase. So, if I were to type my name in mixed case, so just my first letter of my name is going to be caps, everything else is going to be smaller case, hit enter, the codes are different. Okay. So, just something to watch out for, that the lowercase has a different code than the uppercase. All right. And so the total is 176. And when it was all caps, the total was 48. All right. So that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please kindly give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos like this, please kindly subscribe and also hit that bell icon so you get updates whenever I post new videos. Thank you.